What's good, San Diego critters? Thank you. We love a crowd who knows how to do directions. My name is Whitney Moore, and I am the luckiest girl in the entire world because today I get to celebrate my incredible friends who are celebrating a decade of Critical Role. Pretty big deal. Before we bring out everybody, I just have some housekeeping to do for you guys. Here's the thing, we're not gonna have a lot of time to do questions from the audience because we got a lot of clips. We got a lot of stuff, and I think that you're gonna wanna see them. So if that's all right. I'm just gonna say we're gonna go through audience questions when we have time. Let's keep it cute, let's keep it polite, keep your questions related to Critical Role, please. Be respectful, and also, if you're not fully caught up, that's on you. There's maybe gonna be some spoilers. Are we ready to get this panel started? Let's go! Yeah. All right, I'm gonna bring out my first panelist. He's a tiny little guy. Short king. Let's bring out Travis Willingham. Wow, he's so small. So small guy. Next up, the Kentucky bourbon in my breakfast cereal. It's Marisha Ray. Please give big claps to Taliesin. Everything hurts, therefore nothing does, Jaffe. Child actor syndrome? I've never heard of her. It's Ashley Johnson. And everybody knows the team's resident bad boy. It's Sam Riegel. Oh, up next, it is our favorite tortured theater kid, Liam O'Brien. She may be a mother, but I wish she was my mommy. It's Laura Bailey. And finally, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. It's Matt Mercer. Wow. Hello, my friends.
Hello.
Everybody looks so good. What Everybody looks so, you guys are so cool. Oh my God. Hey, happy 10 years.
Thank you.
I mean, I just have to say, as a person who really deeply loves every single one of you guys, seeing what you have put into this company, it makes me cry all the time. And I am so happy to be here to see each one of you who have also been affected and love this story and these stories. And you guys are cool as hell, that's all. I am going to first just open it up. Let's keep it broad strokes for the beginning. 10 years is a huge milestone. We all know that. For any company, but especially for a team of little freaking nerds who are just having fun with their buddies and then turned into a full-on company and are now experiencing their decade. So thoughts?
Well, I think we have to start off with the customary Liam O'Brien question.
Yeah, could I go, you beat me to it. Could I get everyone in cosplay on their feet so we could
Yes.
appreciate what you guys have put together?
Look
Yes.
at this.
Oh, what's up?
With the Essex? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Incredible.
Gorgeous.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Let me be a little more specific because this is broad strokes, but I think when you think back on 10 years, there's a lot to think about.
There's a couple things.
If you could try to crystallize a thing that makes you so proud, if there is one thing that you could say, oh, this is the thing that I can look back on and be like, wow, I did that. Please share with the class.
Good question.
I'll kick it off just to say the thing I'm probably most proud of out of all of this is the community that's roused around this. All of you out there, like this community has been an extension of the love that this has been over the past, well, technically 13 plus years, but 10 years online. And with every convention, with every opportunity to engage, watching all of you take care of each other, invite each other in, support each other, tell stories together, play games together. Like, it's the community I wish I had growing up, and I've had to kind of build in my own small pocket since, and I'm just so excited to see that this is a continuously inspiring thing. So, you guys.
Just to feed off what Matt said, the fact that we turned a smutty, made-up book into a New York Times bestseller.
Yeah, let's go!
That's pretty cool.
It's really about community.
I think I'm really proud of us all for just continuing to get hotter, more attractive.
Oh, boy.
Just bringing sexy back. That's such an old reference. Like me.
I'm actually very proud of the fact that since it's been 10 years and we all have remained friends.
Yeah.
And everybody says don't start a company or work with your friends, and we didn't listen to that. Mm-hmm. And I'm really glad that we didn't listen to that. And I'm sitting here with the best people in the world. Mm-hmm. And like, we're still sitting here, which is cool. We're still rolling dice together. Come on.
I think the thing that floors me still on a daily basis is that my friends and I created something that is so important to us, something that's so meaningful to us and that I feed off of creatively every day for this last decade, but that same thing means something to so many other people just really just breaks my brain every day. I never take it for granted. I can't believe you guys are here and have come along with us so far, and it really is incredible. Thank you for sharing it with us.
I feel like
I'm gonna hop on
yeah.
what Liam just said and say that I'm really proud. I feel like there's so much disassociation and alienation in the world because of, I don't know, maybe the internet. Who knows? Could be anything. Not to throw stones, but it's so wonderful to feel like we're part of bringing people to a thing that is at its best when you're in a room full of friends, when so many things in the world are telling you to not be in a room with people. And I feel like it's made me feel healthier and happier, and I've noticed that amongst the people I get to talk to and the games they play with their friends. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think mine's kind of in the same vein. Like, it's always been very important to us over the decade to try and maintain a level of authenticity to ourselves and to the entire reason that we even did this in the first place. You know, we said when we decided to turn our game into a show that if it inspires even just, a dozen or even just one person to try and make believe with their friends, then it'll be worth it. And it's very gratifying to hear so many people start games, write their own worlds, just all of the inspiration that comes out of it. And it's very...
To add on to that too, like, it's so funny to say, like, to celebrate, like, this is 10 years. It's all about, like, sort of the age and how long we've been doing this. But it's amazing to me that it doesn't really matter, like, age, how many years you've been doing this, how old you are. None of that matters when you're just sort of doing make-em-ups and being a kid at heart and just using your imagination. And I'm proud to be part of something that has made storytelling and imagination such a forefront of what we do. And yeah, I can't wait to hear all the stories you guys tell too.
Yeah.
Woo! I love you. Romantically.
Sam, I'm going to tee you up for a question, but
Great.
before I do that, I have a message to this audience. I mentioned that we're going to be showing some clips,
Oh, yeah.
and I need all of you right now to look at Matt Mercer, okay? And I need you to say out loud, I promise you, Matt Mercer, that I will not record the screen.
I promise.
Whitney, can I record the screen?
No. No.
Su-
Only me.
That's extremely sweet. Each and every one of you, do not break my heart.
Yeah. He'll be literally so sad, you guys. You don't want that. Sam.
Yeah.
Everyone is so excited for the first season of The Mighty Nein. Yeah. And season 4 of The Legend of Vox Machina. For those of us who are not able to catch the earlier Prime Video panel in the morning, is there anything that you can share?
Oh my gosh, you guys. We just did this panel like two hours ago. Probably some of you were there, but definitely not. Yes. But for those who weren't, we announced so much stuff. It was crazy. So for The Mighty Nein, we announced that we have a debut date, November 19th of this year. The show will be on the air. We announced that The Mighty Nein is going to not be half-hour episodes, but hour-long episodes. We announced several of the guest cast that are going to be joining us for this wild ride, including Ming-Na Wen and Alan Cumming and Tim McGraw and
Mark Strong.
And Robbie Damon and Ali Cravallo and Anika Noni Rose. It's so many people. But the other thing that we got to announce or reveal was clips. And so to bring you all together so that you all have seen what we've seen, we're going to show some clips right now.
What were you doing in that tent?
I told you, officer, we were just passing through. We paused for some entertainment.
And leaving trails of bodies is entertainment for you, sicko.
You got nothing on me. I didn't even have a weapon. Unless you count these pythons.
You guys, this is just like a true crime novel. Two hot-headed dicks cranking up the pressure on the perp until she breaks. Ooh, which one of you is the bad cop?
I'd take this seriously, miss.
BT Dubs, your handcuffs are super janky. The ones Mama uses are so much harder to get out of. And fluffier.
This is profiling, you racist assholes! Well, maybe not you, big boy.
The goblin and the hobo? No way, I work alone.
I swear, their bodies changed.
Ich weiß von nichts. Why would I turn the audience into reptiles? They pay my salary.
Technically, you should give us a reward. Maybe a parade.
Wanna give me a cavity search? Make sure I'm not hiding anything?
Shut up! We didn't find any reptile corpses, and a dozen witnesses saw you blow open the hole so the creature escaped. You're clearly some kind of criminal gang. Now give me a name for the booking sheet.
Oh, our name?
Off.
Keiner von uns ist ein Teil einer Gang.
Oh yeah, we are called the Sensual Seven.
There's only 6 of you.
Don't forget the Traveler.
It's a real show with moving characters.
They're real.
Crazy.
Hey, that was really cool. Talk about it.
Yeah, it was really cool.
What Sam said, immediately the thing we wanted to do with the show was get a bigger piece of Xandria out there, so we will be going everywhere from the Dwendalian Empire to the Kreen Dynasty. We'll be spending time with your favorite characters, but also antagonists that we get to see in new ways that we didn't get to reveal in the live campaign, but we're also going to be changing things up. Underline, there will be changes. So whether you have watched every single episode of The Mighty Nein or are coming to it as a new fan for the very first time, there are things for both of you there, and hopefully you'll be able to talk about all of them. But it's been a labor of love for years now. And we are thrilled to be able to introduce this part of the Xandria lore to all of you. And November 19th can't come fast enough.
True.
Yeah.
Also, wizards. There are so many more wizards.
Yeah.
A lot of wizards.
There are wizards in Mighty Nein.
Gets really hot, you guys.
But actually, there's more than just that scene. You know, we love these characters, but man, we love our action. Do you guys want to see another clip from The Mighty Nein? Hit it. Those weren't the Mighty Nein. Who were they?
Hot.
As we mentioned,
Hot wizards.
obviously there's some shenanigans going on in the Kryn dynasty. For those in the know, those arm markings were some of the Volstrucker. So we're going to get to spend a lot of time with all of the vast parts of this lore in ways that we're really excited about. But it's not just all about the Mighty Nein. One heist clip really deserves another
Oh, you're
heist
just going
clip.
straight into it?
I think we should.
go.
Okay, yeah.
You get a
Let's
clip.
Cue up some
You get a clip.
Legend of Vox Machina stuff.
You guys want to hear about Legend of Vox Machina Season 4?
In all our research, not a single sage, text, or historian has any information on the Whispered One.
In my vision, one of the warriors fighting him wore cobalt soul robes. If any record of him exists, it's in there.
Requesting a simple scroll from the archive is a trial. A secret this important? They'll never share it.
So, you plan to sneak into a highly protected vault guarded by a millennia-old sect of warrior monks and waltz out with knowledge so dangerous it's been scrubbed from history?
Oh, it'll be far more complicated than that. The Cobalt Archive is a high-security library of sacred texts. Its core vault houses the most ancient and important relics, including our scroll, which is tightly guarded by an elite force of warrior monks. Tarion will pose as a wealthy benefactor, making a generous donation to the soul. Pike's plate of the Dawn Martyr. Only Pike will be along for the ride, as the monks unwittingly deliver her right into the vault. Meanwhile, the twins will use a talisman of truth, courtesy of you, Gilmore, to secure the daily combination needed to get Grog and Pike out of the vault. According to Vax's contacts in the Clasp, the vault is protected by a sophisticated anti-magic field. That's where Keyleth and I come in. Once we disable the field, Grog can bamf out of Trinket's amulet to operate the huge mechanism that navigates the vault, while Pike drinks a potion of comprehension, granting her the intelligence to decipher the vault's ancient writing. Then we make a hasty escape before anyone's the wiser. Well, any questions?
I've got the only one that matters. Other than guilt by association, what do I get out of this?
The satisfaction of saving the world from the apocalypse?
Oh, how about dinner with the new guy?
That title card is so cool! It's so cool!
Yeah, it's pretty great. And if you didn't see the announcement go up, Legend of Vox Machina Season 4 will not be the end of the series. They have greenlit us for a Season 5 as well. Very exciting, guys.
Can I just say, I'm such a big fan of cartoon violence, and that's something that you guys do so well. Are you guys going to be toning it down, or are you going to be cranking it up?
It only goes up from here. There's only one
We
direction.
only know up. Yeah, and it's not just us. It's our amazing partners at Titmouse Animation. We write really good stuff, and then they make it better. And when we say, like, we really want to push it here, like, really give us something we've never seen before, we're like, oh, my God. They never disappoint.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question for Marisha. I have my big list of moderator questions, but before we move on, is there anything else that you guys want to say about these new animated series that are coming out? Anything that you're excited about your characters doing? Anything that you guys are just super juiced on?
I mean, you might have noticed in that clip, there was one Tyrion Darrington that made an appearance in the Vox Machina clip. Very excited to welcome him as well as some other really fun new characters into that show. And some new writers. Liam O'Brien and Marisha Ray wrote that episode. And it's going to be great, y'all. It's going to be great.
Anybody else?
Either show or just are we?
Whatever you're feeling, Taliesin.
I am so excited that Molly is going to have an opportunity to just slut it up as only he can. Just, yeah. So.
That's
what a little slut.
Yeah.
So much peck showing on Molly.
Yeah.
It's just right.
Horny. Okay. Marisha.
Yeah.
You're a tank, dude. It is crazy to see you work. For those of you who are attending the panel, please never try to outdrink Marisha Ray. Do not try to go bar for bar from her, or she will drink you under the table. And on top of that,
what are you doing?
I'm setting up a question for you.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's not just that you're a hard worker, you play hard too, but this year, you have been working so hard. You've already hosted 3 live shows this year. You have Indianapolis next week, and then recently announced the slate of live shows for 2026. You are the creative director for Critical Role. Yeah. Can you give us a little bit of insight about what it takes behind the scenes to pull off these insane shows?
Oh boy, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. It's not uncommon for us to try as best as we possibly can to start planning for them a year or so in advance, about a calendar year. I am not gonna lie, it's very challenging because we have a lot of other irons in the fire. But they tend to be an entire company organizational feat. It feels like almost everyone in the Critical Role organization, all of our incredible employees, all of our incredible marketers, producers, they all have a massive hand in pulling off the live shows. They're a really intense thing to do, but we love to always try and push the bar and bring all of you all, the critters, the fans, something fun and exciting and different. Every live show is different, which makes us very unique from other shows that tour around. But yeah, as you mentioned, next week is Indianapolis. I will say, if anyone's able to tune in, there is the Fathom events that you can go to. We have a pretty big announcement that we are going to be putting out at the top of the Indianapolis live show, so stay tuned for that. But then in addition to that, starting tomorrow, all of the tickets for our 2026 live shows will be going on sale to the general public. So if you are interested, we are in our domestic shows. We are going to Fort Worth, Texas. And as well as Atlanta, Georgia, going down to the south. And then internationally, we're going to London, Berlin, and Edinburgh. So if you're interested, check it out tomorrow and come see us. We just love seeing you guys.
Also to throw out there, just so you may not be fully aware, the Texas live show we're doing next year will be GM'd by our own Travis Willingham.
This guy.
Get
in the chair, baby.
Cannot wait to watch him endure what I've endured for every other live show. It's going to be wonderfully cathartic.
Everything's fine. Everything's going to be great. Everything's fine. I'm going to
Travis,
kill everybody.
While I have you, Travis, and this is a question for Laura as well, speaking of live events, the Fjord and Jester wedding is happening at Radio City Music Hall in October. And that might be the most anticipated one of all time. Can you guys tell us a little bit about how the wedding planning is going?
Oh, it's going so well. Thank you for asking. You know, it's actually really great because I don't think Travis knows anything.
Typical groom.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds
he
right.
literally let me help design his Ford outfit for the wedding, which we have already decided. We have wedding dress and his outfit already designed and everything. They're gorgeous, and we have a Pinterest board that me and Maxwell, our producer, have a Pinterest board together.
Yeah. You're just actually planning a
I'm
wedding.
actually planning a wedding.
There's colors that you picked out.
I know. I was like, is it weird that I'm picking out food? That's not going to be part of the show, right? But I have like whole dessert table layouts and everything organized. Yeah.
We actually have like a meeting in the near future to work out your guest list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're basically doing a real wedding.
It's a wedding.
so
The
excited.
show poster, it's going to be so cute. It looks like a wedding invitation. It's just a wedding. Look, Travis loves this. He loves it.
It looks lovely, honey.
You guys, like, no, but seriously, Ford looks like really handsome in the art. Like, he's just so.
He looks all right.
He looks so handsome.
Is it going to feel like renewing your all's vows? Because also, like, if the Traveler ends up marrying you, or if Caduceus ends up marrying,
then it's legal.
Yeah, because they're all ordained.
That's
You guys are getting married at Radio City Music Hall.
Should we just actually renew your vows
Yeah,
while
we
we're at it?
totally should, though. We totally should.
I think Travis loves it.
He loves it.
For the best.
Oh, I thought he was smiling. I couldn't tell he was.
I'm so smiling. I'm smiling. This is the best. This is the best stuff ever.
It's so exciting.
I'm gonna have to get her another ring.
Shut up, Sam!
And all of you are witnesses.
I think it's 10 months salary, 20 months salary.
Oh my God.
In Nicodranus, yeah.
We have a child.
This one better have cold resistance, buddy.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Well, let's take the heat off of Travis for a moment because I've got Daggerheart questions. Woo! My God, Matt.
Hi.
It is so crazy, dude, to see the reception of this game. What I've been loving is that it's not just the players, but the DMs are really, really loving it. So can you tell me a little bit about why you think this game is resonating so much?
The impetus behind the creation of Daggerheart was largely like a lot of things we do. We're like, can we publish our own games? And then we did it, and it's working okay. So that's cool. and then part of it was, I've played many RPGs over the years, and I love many aspects of a number of them. And there are many conversations about how some systems you have to kind of make work for the type of game you want to play, and wanting to more or less have the opportunity with this platform to collaborate with some really talented designers and build a game that really befits the style of narrative-forward game that we like to play, and offer that to all of you guys who also want to engage in that kind of way. So we just wanted to bring another offering to the space. The more games that exist out there, the healthier the industry is. And we hoped that people would resonate with this one, with the many, many years of hard work it was, but we did not anticipate it to be embraced quite as strongly as all of you did. So we're desperately trying to produce more.
Raise your hand if you've had a chance to play some Daggerheart. Amazing.
All right.
There's room for all of you.
It's been really, really fun. We're really proud of it. We have a bunch of really cool announcements coming up next week at Gen Con around that and other things. But yeah, it's been a really, really wonderful endeavor, and I cannot sing the praises of the wonderful design team at Darrington Press that have been like putting their all into it for a number of years now. So for those of you who haven't had a chance to play it, I hope you have a chance to, and enjoy a fun new way to game. So appreciate it.
I think if there's... No, fuck me, I don't have shit to say. I just wanted to say if there's any, if there's anything that can be taken away from a year or 10 years of Critical Role, it's that getting together in person with your friends and playing games is a balm for the soul. So please learn from your friends up here and play games, buy games, support the game industry.
Woo! Yes.
We love to see it. Now, Taliesin, my love.
Oh, hello, dear.
We have loved seeing you and Ashley sit down for Weird Kids and share all of the stories, all of the lore drops that have made you is just yum, yum, yum. I love to eat it up. And I want to know, when did you guys first start talking about making this show, and what are your hopes for it for the future?
Like everything, it started by just saying something like 3 times vaguely that wasn't supposed to happen, and one of those was in front of Marisha. And I think maybe she was like tired of us just starting to talk over at like a proper meeting or just taking over a conversation with our weirdness, and was like, we should probably monetize that.
Pretty much right.
But no, I mean, it was a fun idea of both kind of forcing. I hate to say forcing, but like giving us a reason to actually like go out and have fun and do things, and then also share that with people and talk about a very weird upbringing that most people don't have and how it affected us. And also, I'm so glad I have somewhere now to put so many objects I own that is not my house. And that really, it's been such a treat, and I'm looking forward to more adventures and honestly just sharing these very bizarre things that we've gotten to do, and sharing the shows and the things that we love and the work of the people that we love. It's been delightful.
Yeah, I feel like we've gotten to hang out more, which is really nice. But also on top of that, I feel like we kind of don't talk outside of doing the podcast because we're like, just save it.
Yeah.
We'll hang
it's
out
a constant
later.
fight. It's a constant fight.
But God, we've had a really good time with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think some of it started because for a lot of the time over the years that we've all hung out, we'd all hang out in a group. And there were a few occasions in which just the two of you would kind of splinter off and have a conversation. We'd catch a part of it. And it would be the wildest what the hell story ever between the two of you. And then eventually it was like, this needs to be recorded so the rest of us can hear it.
Yeah. we have similar forms of trauma.
Damage and trauma. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
we feed into each other that way.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
And we're happy to share that damage and trauma with all of you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Exposure therapy.
It's a theme in so much of what we do.
Yes.
True.
Now, Ashley, you're not just a beautiful face and a talented performer and my queen and so cool and beautiful, but you're also a really good person.
Hey, thanks, man.
And you launched the Critical Role Foundation. So I want to talk about that.
Oh, yes. So, I mean, that just is going on behind the scenes, but we do have an update that's going to be coming out soon to tell you everything that we've been doing. And you know, we launched the foundation, I think it was like September of 2020, and anybody that's a part of that has donated, even just a little bit, anything, we've raised over $4 million. Wow. So that, and to such incredible nonprofits and causes, and it's just the beginning. You know, we have so many wonderful plans, and we have a new campaign that's going to be starting soon. And it's just, I think, as Matt and I have talked about this, of the foundation really feels like something that, I don't know, it's speaking of something that we're most proud of. I mean, I think that is something that we don't talk about a lot, but it means the world to us, and anybody that's donated even just the tiniest bit, I mean, that will be our lasting legacy in some ways. Yeah. Wow. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I have a question for Laura, but first I just really want to stress something, and that is that every person at this table is like an individually separate from Critical Role artist all on their own, and they're all doing their own really cool shit all of the time. And then on top of it now they're business people, which is insane. Laura, you also you work a lot with Critical Role's licensing partners, and that's grown a lot over the last 10 years. We've got sideshow statues, which we love, comic book series, and now we are tapping into the romantasy genre with Tough Love. How does it feel to make fantasy smut into an official New York Times bestseller?
Oh.
It feels good, you guys. It feels really, really good. No, absolutely unbelievable. You and I have talked about this, this random thing that we brought up in campaign and then just it wouldn't let go, you know?
I feel like that is it's such a crystallized example of how this works. Is that we're just being silly and making each other laugh and trying to just have a good time, and then we can't let go of a joke, or somebody takes it and keeps running with it too far, and the power manifestation is proven to be too dangerous because if we're not careful, it'll happen.
It's like Candyman. If you stand in front of the mirror, you spin around. Yeah, it's magical. And as an avid fan of romantasy myself, oh, I like my schmut. Yeah, it's it feels good. It feels good, you guys.
And we love to see it. Speaking of, Matt, you just said something that I want to touch on, that's also in my notes here, about things that are unplanned that become canon. And you have spent an insane amount of time planning out worlds, a pantheon of gods, just like continents, timelines, just full Tolkiening, I would say. And I want to know, because there's so much like work that you do up top, and then you have to kind of almost release that because the rest of the players are also deciding what the canon is in real time.
Yeah.
So what are some things that have surprised you the most about what has become canon?
Well, to go off what you're saying, when I was pressured to make up a bunch of smut novels on the spot because Liam's an asshole, to have one of those be an incredibly well-written romantasy novel is absurd.
Yeah.
I mean, all the time, yeah. Like the prep is for my comfort, so that when we actually start playing at the table, I can let it go and fall back on it if I have to. But a lot of it's just making things up in the moment, and you all continuously throw the weirdest stuff at me. There are so many. It's hard to like pick just a handful. I have to give props where they're due for one of the heavier swings of like prep and expectation being thrown out the window in Campaign 2 when the Mighty Nein encountered Isharnai, the hag. There was this whole planned. For those who don't know, there was this whole planned cathartic story drawn out that was tied to Nott's character and her transformation, non-consensual transformation, and this terrifying, creepy hag entity that they were going to more or less have a throwdown with. And in the moment, I'd built out this massive battle map and had all this really cool kind of hidden lore that was going to unveil itself as part of the encounter and possible multi-episode arc for it. And then Laura decides instead to take a magic item that I'd forgotten I given to her that I was like, this is dumb. No one will ever use it.
You gave me a lot of magic items that you thought were going to be just dumb.
Yeah, I'm learning my lesson slowly over time. And just sprinkles a little bit of magic dust on a cupcake and gives it to her, which distracts her enough to modify the hag's memory and make them best friends, and they just walked out of there.
It was afterwards when the game ended and Matt was like, "Do you guys want to see the map?" And we're like, "Wait, what?" And it was huge. There was so much.
But that's also a wonderful example of what makes these games so special and so unique. Is like many of you out there, I'm sure, raise your hand if you've played tabletop games with your friends. Yeah, there's a few of you out there. Then you definitely know, like, I love movies, I love TV shows, I love video games. They're all great, but there is something so unique to that experience at the table because none of you really know what's going to happen next. Things can turn unexpectedly at any given point in time, and those memories are so visceral that it's hard to not walk away from that table further bonded with everybody else that you had to experience that with. And so the fact that we've been able to do this as long as we have has solidified you all as my best friends time and again. And then every now and then my arch nemesis for throwing me off my game publicly in front of everybody on the internet. So thank you for that.
No problem.
Sorry.
Liam, a Liam of his own. That's you. That was just for you. Liam, when you are adapting comic books and art books, fiction series, all of the stuff that you guys do, you get to expand on the world and all of the characters beyond what we all get to typically see. How is the character exploration and the process different when you're developing the projects?
Oh, mein Gott, you guys, I love books so much. one of my favorite things about the job now is spending so much time every week reviewing like drafts and outlines, and we have so many really cool graphic novels and novels that are in the works that I can't wait for you guys to see. And I think like we have the privilege of doing so many different kinds of media now. So like our tabletop game is one thing, and there's all this incredible improvised heart happening at the table. Now we have animated series, which has got incredible freaking action and like quippy, smartly written dialogue. Soon we'll have video games, which will be an experience of its own. But with books, you really get to dive into the psychology of a character, because it is all the thoughts inside their head in a way that you don't quite get at the table or in our animated series. So it's really interesting to learn what the twins are thinking about each other, or everything that Laudna has gone through. And the other thing I love about it is, we just continue with everything we do to make Xandria richer and more fleshed out. And we get to visit with characters who are maybe not quite as in the spotlight as Vox Machina or Mighty Nein, and go to time frames that we haven't been to yet, and really just make the world richer and richer and richer. And when I fell into fantasy as a teenager, it was through books, and it feels like full circle, and I love it. Keep the books coming. I hope you like them.
Liam, thank you for the amazing segue, too, because I want to talk about games. Travis and Laura, you've been teasing Critical Role breaking into the video game industry for a while now. Are there any new developments you can share?
Oh my gosh, you guys, we're getting really close. If you missed it, earlier this week on Monday, we announced that we have partnered with Ad Hoc Studio on the release of their upcoming game, Dispatch. If you haven't seen it, we'll roll a clip a little bit later. But actually, Laura was the first one who was cast in the game. You can maybe talk about them.
Well, so Nick Herman and Pierre Charette, who had been at Telltale Games. I worked with them on Tales from the Borderlands and on Batman, the Telltale series, same as you. And Ashley worked on Tales from the Borderlands as well. They're phenomenal writers, and when they decided to create their own studio, Ad Hoc, they came and asked me if I would be in Dispatch. And so I was looking at it and obviously like loving it. It's such a cool game. And I was just looking at some of the animation sequences they had sent me so I could get a vibe of what I would be doing. And I showed it to Travis because I knew we'd been talking about doing a video game. And as soon as I showed it to Travis,
I geeked out. I geeked out. Like, the animation was so good. I love the Telltale games, but this is such a bump up in animation. It almost looked like an animated series. And I instantly just broke protocol and was like, can we talk about not how awesome this game is, but also what it would take to get this style of game in the world of Xandria?
yeah. So the four of us went to dinner and got to have like a nice chat about it. And yeah.
It's really exciting. We love inspired storytellers, and we think the chemistry and the vibes of these games is just so good. In fact, we have a trailer we can show if you haven't seen it. We should roll it so you can check out Dispatch.
Yeah.
Throw it up.
You're Mega Man. You're dead, I thought.
This on the inside. My suit was destroyed.
You have a lot left to give. I would like to make you an offer.
This is SDN. How can we help you?
You want me to sit in an office and dispatch heroes?
In exchange, we can make you Mecha Man again. Washed up dad bod superhero with no superpowers. Can't wait.
Whenever there's a crisis in the area, we get a call, and guess who answers?
Me.
Too easy.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
What are you doing in Visigal? Is that your car?
I don't have a car.
That's gonna be a weird insurance claim.
The way things are going, I'd cut the whole damn team.
All of you in this room have set this program ablaze with your bullshit.
You're right at home behind that desk because you're no hero. You're a nerd playing a video game in a suit your daddy built.
You gonna eat those Twinks?
That's not what they're... You know what? Help yourself.
What's your name, little guy?
My name's Beef and I'm naked.
Oh, no, I refuse to believe that's what he sounds like.
Yeah, so
Good. It's so good. They're so clever. The writing is hilarious, and Aaron Paul is just so good as the lead. So
yeah, it's so much fun. Aaron Paul, Jeffrey Wright is in there. You will hear Moist Critical, Jacksepticeye. It's Lana Pierce, an amazing cast. And obviously, we're really stoked about this coming out later this year, but the fun meetings that we get to have are how do we figure out to put a world of Xandria in this branching narrative style game is just one of a few interactive projects that we are considering and kicking around. So we're excited to bring the notion of this forward first, and please check out Dispatch because, man, it's fun making stuff with Ad Hoc Studio. They're fantastic.
That looks insane.
I know. Can you imagine that? But like that style in Xandria, how freaking cool is that gonna be?
I want it now.
And you saw Matt's name, Laura's name, my name, but actually you're going to hear all of us in various parts of the game, so you'll just have to investigate.
Yeah, I want to find out what Matthew Mercer as Thought Squad is.
Well, I'm not playing Thought Squad. Not in the game, at least.
Thought Squad is fun.
All right, we've got a tight 8.5 minutes left. I want to open it up to questions. I know my buddy Chris is in the back managing y'all, so let's keep it right. Let's keep it tight. Who's got questions for us, babes? We're going.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello. My name is Sarah, and I loved seeing Terry in the little clip y'all showed.
Yay.
And you might be able to tell. I was
yeah.
wondering, will we either in show or in live shows see the Darrington Brigade ever again?
You're
Are you cosplaying Damien?
I absolutely am.
Hell
I did 3 years
yes.
ago, and I have since improved the cosplay.
It's awesome.
Amazing.
Thank you.
The Darrington Brigade is beloved to me. I don't really care what the other people think. No, I think the Darrington Brigade was so much fun for us to do in that live show. And then COVID happened and we couldn't do it again for 5 years.
Yeah.
But there's a big desire to bring the Darrington Brigade back somehow. I don't know if it's live shows. You've got one member of the Darrington Brigade in the animated series. It won't be that hard to add the others. So just stay tuned, and we hope you'll be happy with what you see. Yeah.
Great question.
Hello.
Pop.
I have a question for Laura Bailey.
Bailey.
Travis, I'm hoping you can back me up on this. Laura Bailey, are we going to see any merch on the 3 talking swords that Travis grabbed through one of each campaign? Earrings, a shirt, like the Rage shirt, anything to sort of commemorate all 3 campaigns, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good idea.
That is a really good idea.
Talking letter openers.
Yes.
Will you
Yeah, I was
write
gonna say sentient.
What
Who has
about-
a phone on
But they
them?
insult
Write it
you.
down
Like-
in notes.
What about a sword where you pull a string and each time it's a different voice? Different. Yeah.
We did a Kiri plush. We could do a sword plushie.
Sure.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
that
you,
plan.
Pop.
Thank you, Papa.
All right, I think we got time for 1 or 2 more.
Hi, I'm also named Sarah. So my question is, after 10 years, you have, at least 4,000 fans. Max concurrence, right, Marisha? But so my question is there someone that you haven't had as a guest at the table yet that when you found out they were a fan, you're like, how the F, did they know who we are? And it would be insanely cool if we could bring them to our table as a guest.
We generally have that response anytime we know of someone first and then they also know what Critical Role is. Our face looks pretty stupid in that moment.
Yeah. I mean, playing with Stephen Colbert was absolutely insane.
He's going to be available.
That's true.
Maybe he wants to join for campaign 4.
I like this idea.
Hey.
Yeah.
Let's make an offer.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can afford him.
Yeah.
I recently heard that Post Malone is a
Whoa.
is a geek and loves
big nerd. Yeah.
tabletop role-playing games and maybe even likes Critical Role.
Yeah.
Wait. What do you mean?
Shut
maybe?
up.
Confirmed.
That's what I heard.
Unconfirmed.
He just likes tabletop games, and you're just adding us into the mix.
He likes Magic the Gathering.
All right.
I put it out there in the
You're
universe,
making it
and
out.
like Candyman, it comes back.
You turn off the lights, you say Post Malone 3 times and spin around.
Yeah.
Is that what the secret is? It's just Candyman?
Yeah, that's it. I've been doing rituals.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do feel like we eventually have to get Hosier to close the Matt Mercer is Hosier loop.
Yeah, good idea.
That'd be funny.
Working on it.
Thank you.
All right.
Next, Sarah.
Hi, unfortunately, I'm Sean, but close enough.
Welcome, Sean.
I wanted to thank you, one, for all the good your team still does for the LGBT community and the show and all the other work you do. So, the question I had is, for adapting for the TV show, how do you decide what comedic elements make it into the show that weren't plot narrative? Because I'm personally looking forward to really seeing a scene involving Grog, Dodie, a sword, and an angry shopkeep.
It is difficult because a lot of times those side beats that aren't narratively focused do have to be trimmed just so that it's not sporadic and random, like not having a rock come fly down and pick up 7 cows that have been changed and having the audience go, what the hell is happening? So sometimes those things can stay, or we can find different ways to make a nod towards them, like having a little goldfish splat up against the lens in Scanlan Chateau. But we always do our best to pay a nod to it in some way.
I'm gonna call this the last question.
Oh my gosh.
You gonna close us out with a good one, bro?
No pressure.
Boom,
boom.
Yeah, thank you. Of all of the schools, universities we've seen in-game, which one would you go to?
Oh, that's a fun one. Really good.
You did it. You did a good question.
You did a good job.
Well done.
Yeah.
My first thought is the Cobalt Soul is great because I love books and need cardio. So that kind of does it for me.
I mean, I would send my kids to the Wildlings camp. Seems fun and dangerous.
And not dangerous at all.
Yeah, but kids need some danger.
I'd probably say the Alabaster Lyceum if I'm on, just so I can take my between class breaks, eating lunch down in Thordak's crater.
Oh, good.
I'm sure that'll be fine.
I think Grog would go study under Professor Ruby of the Sea.
Right under.
I would like to become a member of Jester's Church of the Traveler with side art classes.
You're welcome anytime, literally. Anytime.
I just want to learn how to make dead people tea with caduceus. That sounds fun. Is that a school?
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, exactly. Just put me in a cottage away from everything.
I know that it might be questionable, but I really want to be a wizard, so I'll take the Soltris Academy.
Soltris Academy.
Yeah. I want to do magic for real.
There's a really cool hidden placement program in there that I think you'd really like.
Sweet.
I think that Laura would excel there.
If they give me enough trauma, I can be on Weird Kids.
Oh!
We're all working on it.
That's the button.
That's a pretty good button. Go watch Weird Kids.
I I wish that we could keep going all day. Unfortunately, we are so close to being out of time. So I'm going to take my little moment, and I'm going to say I've known a lot of you for a long time, and you guys are such exemplary examples of what can happen when you take care of each other and when you follow what lights you up. And please let that be a lesson to all of you. And thank you so much for helping me celebrate the best people. Just the best.
Thank you, Whitney.
Love you, Whitney. That's so nice.
And remember, there's other places you can find us this weekend. There's more info.
Housekeeping. All right, anybody who wants to get more Critical Role, we have, you can visit our pals at Penguin Random House in booth 1514/1515, Dark Horse Comics in booth 2615, and Insight Editions at booth 2129. William O'Brien will be doing signings tomorrow at 1 p.m. Check him out. Thank you guys all for celebrating with us. We love you.
Thank you guys. I love y'all.